I don't know what to believe anymore. Should I believe in myself or I should believe in an invisible God? God, if you're real, reveal yourself to me. I am you. Please, I want you to break it down for me so I can understand perfectly. What is awareness? In simpler terms, awareness is the part of you that notices everything, your thoughts, feelings, and the world around you. Now imagine that this awareness is not just in you, but the force behind all creations. Without it, you wouldn't know you are alive. What is consciousness? Consciousness is the ability to understand your inner and outer world. Most people are more conscious and aware than the others. So how do you explain God using the observer and the eyes? Most people under religious teachings imagine God to be a distant supreme being who sits in heaven and watches over humans, rewarding or punishing their behaviors. But God is referred to as all that is, the observer behind everything you can think of. So that means that everything is created by God. It means that everything is created from God. How? Now think of it this way. If God is water, humans are tea, animals are wine, birds are ice, fishes are steam. Okay. Everything I mentioned is made from water, so water is the source. So does that mean that every creation is God experiencing itself behind different eyes and various perspectives? Exactly. God is omnipresent. What's the meaning? For something to be omnipresent, it means it has to be everywhere. And for something to be everywhere, it has to be everything. Okay, but I've always wondered, if we're the same expressions of God, why are some creations or some people more powerful than the others? Evolution. Some people are more evolved than others. And how is evolution achieved? Through knowledge. By gaining knowledge, you evolve. Okay. For instance, a doctor is more aware of how the body works than others. The more knowledgeable you are, the more powerful, aware, and evolved you become over others. Sometimes when I look around the world today, I ask myself, how can a mere person like me come up with some of these magnificent inventions? Like, I believe they must be backed by some higher spirit. The difference between the powerful and more evolved being is that they are awakened to how powerful they are, how to use their powers through knowledge. The difference between them and others is that they embody this divine energy. They do not see themselves separate from God. They see themselves as God, unlike the rest. Why is it so difficult for us to believe that we are God, that we desperately need some higher powers outside of us to call God and worship? Many humans find it difficult to believe in their powers. They've been programmed all their life to feel helpless, powerless, and weak. For example, tell someone that by the end of this month, they will own a car. They will give you all reasons why it's not possible. But look for someone to play God in their life. Take them to a sacred temple, a fearful shrine, or a mysterious altar, and give them that same prophecy. They will be convinced enough to manifest that car in their reality. The truth is that this was done by their belief and not the mysterious event, although the event helped in shaping the belief and clearing doubts. This is why humans hardly believe in themselves, but they believe in a God outside of them. So that simply means that the biggest illusion that has been holding us back is because we see ourselves as less. Exactly. Because when you come up and say things like you are God, you see a lot of people angry calling you names, saying it's blasphemous. That's because they've refused to awaken the divine energy in them. They've been programmed by the matrix to wait for a savior to save them instead of being their own savior. So does that mean that there are no higher powers? Of course, there are higher powers, intelligent beings, and multidimensional beings from higher dimensions who are willing to offer help and guidance. But they must not be worshipped as your God. Okay. Even your pastors, debias, ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, and so on. You can only call upon them for assistance. Then honor and thank them, but do not give your power away. Okay, as a creator that wants to become successful in my field, what happens when I embody this divine energy and begin to see myself as a god? Once you begin to see yourself as a god, all you need to do is speak the word, give the command, ask for the right knowledge regarding your goals, and it will be given to you through books, content, entertainment, education, intuition, signs, and synchronicities. And once you get the knowledge, the next step is to act. Read the book, create the content, study your craft, and become a master in your field. Okay, what else? The next step is to abolish any limiting beliefs. Any teaching or preaching that teaches you to see God outside of you should be abolished. Okay. Next, you have to be open to change. Do not be stiff with your beliefs. The world is evolving. Welcome new ideas. Question everything and anything, including who you worship and your beliefs. But we're told not to question God. We must question everything. Anything that is not questionable is suspicious. We are in a new era where humans will no longer be brainwashed. So any idea, religion, or philosophy that can't be questioned will be scrapped. We need nothing but the truth. Okay, so what else? You must understand that you are not what they told you. You are not broken. You are not random. Okay. You are not small. You are not here to suffer. You are not here to survive. You are not your job, not your passport, not your body. You are light, a divine being, a god in the temporal world, wearing the temporal body. They built the system to make you forget who you are. They gave us false history, institutions that lie, media that promotes fake. Okay. But you must remember that you came here with a mission. To break the system of bondage, to shift timelines, to rebel against the corrupt system, to set your bloodline free. It's time to remember what they made you forget. You are the chosen generation. It's time to wake up to your power and authority. So who are these people called the chosen ones? The chosen ones are those who answer the call. Many are called, but few are chosen. They are not followers, they are leaders. They are here to correct the system by being their authentic selves. The moment you remember who you are, then you accept the call. Okay. Great one, it's time to believe in yourself, knowing that that same creative force that formed the stars, the oceans, and the forest is the same energy flowing through you. You are not just part of creation, you are the creator itself, living and breathing as human being. Thank you. Get my new book, Soul's Rebirth, a personal story of awakening.